I'm Paula Naoufal, senior reporter for CNN Business Arabic. My journey has brought me here to Dubai, a city that's evolving into the global hub of innovation. Entrepreneurs across the globe are drawn by the city's unique blend of diversity and a business environment that is as welcoming as its people. But what makes Dubai such a magnet for these business leaders? Today, I'll be spending time with Abdallah Abu Sheikh, the founder of Astra Tech, to unpack what makes Dubai an ideal place to start a business.
Hi, Paula.
How are you? Nice to see you. As the CEO of BOTIM, Abdallah has recently launched BOTIM 3.0, a mobile application which he calls the UAE Ultra App. He and his team are attempting to change the way we interact with the digital world in our day-to-day lives by fusing the latest technologies to make it easier for consumers to shop and pay for services. What made you want to start Astra Tech in specific?
So Astra Tech in specific comes after 10 years of me investing in building technology. And I noticed the necessity and the need for an all-encompassing platform. The other part is that I feel nobody else is going to come and build for us. If you look at the past 100 years, we've been importing somebody else's technology, we've been importing other people's innovations. Now, why Dubai? I think because Dubai is the best equipped place regionally to host such an initiative. So the regulation is very adept to certain kinds of business conduct that probably most of the rest of the region has still not privy to. And if you look around you, it's capable of hosting talent from all different walks and sorts of life. So you walk into our offices today, you probably see 30, 40 different nationalities. So I think that's incredibly intelligent, and you don't see the fruits of this now, you probably see it in the next 10 years. Mm-hmm. This goes to fruition at massive scale because you look at a place like the UAE where they're building 6th generation technologies while everybody else is still competing at, first generation platforms.
What about steps like giving out golden visas? Are these helping get talents and retain talents here in Dubai and in the UAE?
I think places like the UAE do a very good job at understanding that innovation happens when you bring people together, when you build those bridges and you don't build borders.
And keep these people.
Exactly.
Yeah. If we want to talk about BOTIM specifically, how has it leveraged its partnerships to become an ultra app?
So BOTIM is the region's biggest consumer platform. If you look at BOTIM today, BOTIM has about 140 million users, making it the only platform in this part of the world to cross the 50 million user threshold, which gives us immense access to users on a daily basis. What we drove to next is to start adding more and more use cases on top of BOTIM, and we started adding financial services, for example. And we found that that was adopted by hundreds of millions of transactions within a very, very short period in time. And that is what encompasses an ultra app.
And Abdallah, is there anything we need to keep an eye out for in your upcoming projects?
A few of the things that are up and coming right now is our stores, for example, BOTIM stores. So you'd be able to, for example, text a pharmacy and say, I want Panadol, and that will be delivered to you. So that's one angle. Another thing is we've been working in-house on developing our own BOTIM GPT, basically, which is meant to be the world's first executional GPT, one that you can actually ask to execute tasks and services for you. You'd be able to tell it things like, buy me this or buy me that, or renew my passport, pay my bills. And now it's in beta, so a few thousand users are already testing it successfully, and I think we're going to release it to the masses within this quarter.
And also I want to ask, if you wanted to give advice to people who want to open up their business here in Dubai, what are some key tips?
I think for people starting businesses regionally, keeping an eye out for Dubai is definitely useful. I think a lot of people underestimate the value of network and the network effect that happens when you're building from scratch, especially. You need to be surrounded by talent. You need to have a lot of people around you that know what they're doing or that have done this before. Dubai is probably one of the very few places in this part of the world where you can find that.
Kite Beach to me is a perfect representation of Dubai. Here you will find a mix of expats and locals from all walks of life, coming together to switch off and enjoy its breathtaking sunset views and serene beaches, an inviting counterpoint to the city's rapid pace. We decided to grab some food at Salt, a homegrown burger joint that started off as a single food truck and has now become a go-to spot for tourists and residents alike.
Hi, Paula.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Abdallah, you told me that you opened your first business when you were 16 years old.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your childhood and what pushed you to open a business at such a young age?
I did not want to start a business at 16. I did not want to be in business, but it was absolutely necessary for me to become productive at a younger age just because of my father's, early passing. Otherwise, I would have still been trying to become a football player somewhere.
And what made you want to come to Dubai as Abdallah, as a human being and not as the entrepreneur? What made you want to come to Dubai?
So a few things. Dubai is an easy place to settle in, right? For whether it's on the personal side or whether it's on the business side. But on the personal side, you can live many different lifestyles within the city. So my lifestyle and the other expat who's from the sub-Indian continent, for example, we have completely different lifestyles, and we can both practice whatever our hobbies, habits are without having any collision. And that's something that not many places in the world have.
I want to ask you the most cliche question ever.
Yeah.
What do you think is the one attribute that made you who you are today?
Solitude, I think. The fact that I have no problem in being alone, not having the ability of other people to influence you is something that is very rare to come across. It was, I think, Henry Ford that said, if I asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses, right? I do believe your experience is an accumulation of all the mistakes that you've done before. And if you're making a mistake, it might as well be your own.
You said at first that you wanted to be a football player. Do you still play football?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes.
Yeah?
Like not as much as I did before, but I think we have a lot of company football going on. And,
are you playing football anytime soon?
We're playing tonight, actually. Yes.
Really?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Okay.
We're
Maybe I'll join.
Yeah, for sure. Join us.
We find ourselves at Ballers. With the downtown skyline as a backdrop, Ballers stands out as an ultra-modern center for fitness and sports. Abdullah is about to play around the football with his friends and colleagues, a key to building better relationships. Abdullah, with your very busy lifestyle, how do you manage to have a work-life balance, and also how do you bond with your teammates?
So I think one of the best things to do is sports. Like, I think keeping active and keeping healthy is extremely important. And like I told you, I enjoy football a lot, and a lot of our team members do as well. So we try to play football every week, if possible, just to keep everybody active and get our minds off of work and focus on something else.
Are you competitive?
Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm pretty competitive, yes.
What's up with the emblem?
So that's Abdallah Badran. You can spot him on the field now. He's our good luck charm. He's one of our colleagues, and we use him for good luck. So that's why he's on the shirt.
Good luck.
Thank you.
As I reflect on my day with Abdullah, Dubai's evolution as a global hub for innovation comes into sharp focus. The ease of starting a business, the infrastructure, the blending of cultures, all contribute to its rising status in the world. Spend enough time here and you will quickly realize Dubai is more than a destination. It's a city that invites you to dream, to dare, and to create. This is Dubai, where ambition meets opportunity.